Rise and shine, mothers and brothers all over the world. Rise and shine. Let it grow and let it flow. How are you today? A little early morning sesh, being that I'm not working in a mall anymore. A little early morning pipe, cup of coffee. Please feel free to shut up. Let me just share something with you real quick. I've heard some people say, I'm the father they never had. I'm actually the grandfather you never had. So let's talk about a couple things today. And this is, I want to talk about how to turn a hobby into a career. Something that when you are working, you get done with work, you go into the basement, you go into the garage, you go into a studio or a room somewhere and you do something else. You sit at your computer, you do something else. Let's talk about how to turn that thing into a career, or at least how to monetize it. And I just want to start out by saying this. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. That's from Albert Einstein. Let me say it again. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. I'm the guy you can talk to. I'm the grandfather you can talk to, and I'll tell you why. The worst people you can talk to are the people you love and love you, and your closest of friends. They're always, 100% of the time, going to give you constructive criticism. They're always going to point out the things that they're going to say things like, "Hey, it's a great idea, but I want you to be realistic here. I don't want you to set yourself up for failure." And they'll point out all the things that can go wrong. Love them, but don't share your shit with them. You got it? They're not on the same wavelength. That's not a value judgment. I'm not saying you're above them or you're better than them. I want to share with you. You need to share your stuff with people who aren't personally and intimately connected with you. You will always have violent opposition. All opposition is violent. If it keeps you from doing and pursuing, it's violent. It doesn't have to be like this. People's doubts are violent to your brain. Keep that in mind. So I just want to share a couple things with you. How to turn a hobby or a sideline, how to monetize it. Do it the way that I did it. Many of you have seen my journey. Now, I know it's like really cool now to do videos in like a Lamborghini or, an Aston Martin or a Rolls, and that's cool. I watch those guys too. That's just not my bag. It's not my thing. I like my humble little place. And it's, even when I leave here, a place like this is going to be built. Just like this. I'm comfortable here. And I'm comfortable talking to you here. So, no Lamborghini talk today. It might be coming from the Sultan XB, or in the middle of the woods, or under a tree somewhere, but definitely not a $300,000 Ferrari. Not going to happen. All right, let's talk about that. Number one, think about, this is a way to monetize, and I'm going to share with you 6 ways to monetize your hobby or what you love. Number one, teach others to do what you do. Tutoring. When I make a list of things that I do, that I'm good at, that I love, and that I'm good at, you got to have those 2 things. You got to love it, and you got to be good at it. If you suck at it, you're not. The only thing you're going to teach other people how to do is how to suck at it as well. And the world doesn't need another person that sucks at what they do. The world needs people who are great at what they do. So, can you tutor or teach people to do what you do, no matter how little it is, and charge money for it? That's number one. Number 2, can you invent or sell a product for others in that hobby or in that arena? Can you do something that makes life easier for other people who are also in that arena, like in the haircutting arena? Is there, for me, which is my profession, I should say my trade, a humble trade that I turned into a highly paid profession. I've seen guys create little things that help them gap their razors, their electric clippers, to make them go closer, and now they're selling those things. They created something within their industry that they're now selling to other people in their industry. What do you have in your hobby that you can create, reinvent, or improve and sell it to other people in the industry to help them do their jobs or do their hobby better? That's number 2. Number 3, teach the business aspect of the hobby. There's so many people who are not bookkeepers. I'm not a good bookkeeper, so I need to hire a bookkeeper for my stuff, for my financials. That's not something that I don't have the financial literacy. I can earn, but once I get it, I don't know how to place it in different areas. Can you teach someone who, once they monetize their hobby, can you teach them how to make a business out of it? Like on video creators, Tim Schmoyer said, once you start making $100 a month on YouTube, if you're one of those, if you're a video content creator or a video influencer of some type, he says, once you start making $100 a month, you really should form an LLC and create a business and start tracking your expenses. Well, I was making 7 times that before I saw his video. And I'm like way back in the game. So, somebody to come alongside me and coach me in the financial aspect of my hobby is really, really needed right now in my life. So if you have that ability, sitting alongside them with their laptop and helping them is going to be a key thing. A lot of people don't know what to do once they monetize. If you're a good bookkeeper, if you're a good tax person, you can help people with that. Number 4, speak or write about it, which is what I do. I've monetized my skills. I make money not only when I'm trimming beards, cutting hair, but my Amazon and my YouTube is earning for me while I am sleeping, while the scissors are not moving, when the clippers are not buzzing. My skills are still making money. So that's because I speak about it. And right now I have, 520 something videos, many of them about beards and facial hair and life coaching and so forth. I'm making money with what I know. And I'm the president and CEO of what I'm doing. So I'm working for me, pursuing my dreams, and not supporting someone else's dreams and helping them get rich. Number 5, create a tour or performance around what you love. That's number 5. Create a tour or performance around what you love. For instance, my going to the Indian motorcycle dealership with less than 24 hours notice yielded some cash in my pocket. That was nice. What if there was a month of advertising? I probably would have literally, I'm guessing, 5 to 10 times more cash in my pocket as a result of that. So, and this was on a rainy day. Literally, I pitched the Indian motorcycle dealership on a Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock, and I was there at 12 noon the next day. And it was considered a success in the pouring rain. What if I had a month of preparation? Okay? You get like these little confirmations along the way that you need to keep doing what you're doing. So, shall I create a tour going to different motorcycle dealerships and doing a beard and hair expo? Heck yeah. Why? Because a lot of motorcycle lovers have facial hair, and they care about it. Some don't care about it. Maybe I can teach them how to care about it, because we share, me and motorcycle dealerships share the same customers. So touring like that could be a good thing. Number 6, appraise, repair, or fix items related to your hobby. I'll just speak for the hair industry. For instance, are you good at fixing clippers, your own clippers when they break? Are you good at sharpening shears, or stylist or barber chairs? Are you good at that on your own? Well, guess what? You can do it for others, and you can be the go-to person. I know a guy now that just opened up his 4th barber shop. Good friend of mine. And within a week of opening the 4th barber shop, I saw that a barber and beauty supply business was going up for sale. And I suggested that he purchase the business to supply his 4 barber shops with the, I don't know, what does he have, 20 barbers maybe working for him? Okay, to buy their supplies from. So he owns the business that he purchases supplies from. Very smart. Very, very smart. So appraise, repair, or fix items related to the hobby. These are ways to monetize your hobby. But I would say before you do any of that, you need to learn how to sell. Learn how to market, learn how to sell. Learning how to sell, people aren't just going to start giving you money. You need to ask people for money. You need to create an action item. Selling is not about, well, get back to me when you can, or get back to me when you want to buy, or when you want to, no. It's talking to people and helping them, educating them, and moving them along. It's called the funnel. Putting people in the funnel. And marketing is building awareness and educating about your product or service so they come to you and then you get a chance to sell. And you know what a sale is? A sale is nothing but a transfer of enthusiasm. You are enthusiastic about your product or service, about what you do. And you're transferring that enthusiasm to someone else. When you look at it if you look at marketing as education, okay, marketing is education, and sales is transferring enthusiasm. Most people are scared of marketing, they're scared of sales because they've had bad experiences with salespeople in the past. This is what you should do. View marketing as education and view sales as transferring your enthusiasm to someone else. And then operate by SW, SW, SW next. You know what that means? I call it SW3 next. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. That's what you do. Don't take a person's not wanting to give you money as personal rejection. Some people aren't ready to buy. Some people aren't ready to give you something or exchange anything. What I would do is I would view that as them throwing the gauntlet down and you taking personal responsibility and saying, well, maybe I didn't present it properly. Don't say, well, maybe I'm a bad salesman or I'm a bad marketer. Just say, maybe, ask yourself the question, what do I need to do to educate that person more about my product or service? Because once they really know what's going on with my product or service, it's going to be irresistible. Just a few suggestions on how to monetize your hobby and possibly turn it into making a living, just the way that I did. You can do it, I know you can, because I believe in you. Now go out and do it. Take care.